Hello my dear children, today we are going to start our maths lesson from the place where we have stopped last time. We did the 9th page in the last time, so I want to do this last activity with you. I hope you already have done this part, and this part I'm going to do this 35 and 50 as an example. 35 and 50. Okay, so here the double of 35, double of 35, you need to double 35. So what does it mean? Double of 35 means 2 times 35. 2 times means 2 sets of 35s. 2 35s. This means 35 plus 35. Okay, so here this is simply addition, but when you are going to add the ones placed together, there is a problem because you will have a 2-digit number, because 5 plus 5 you will get 10. Okay, now let's write it downwards like this. I'm going to remind the addition for you. Okay, taking the answer from this way, downwards. We know that this part is the ones side, ones, and this part is the tens side, tens place, tens. Okay, now 5 plus 5 we will have 10, but we know that since we have only one place in each part, we can't write 2-digit number here under the ones place. So what we do is we write only the 0 here, and we take this 1 to the neighbor's side. The neighbor of ones is tens. Now this 1 is going to the tens side, so it should be added here. 1 plus 3. What is the answer? 4. So I am just taking this 1 to here. Now 1 is also there. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 3. What is the answer? 7. Okay. So 35 plus 35, you have 70. So the double of double 35 is 70. Okay, now you have to write the answer here, 70. Now I'm going to do another example. Now let's take 50. Okay, so double of 50. Double 50 means 2 times 50. That means 50 plus 50. What is the answer? 0 plus 0, we know it's 0. And 5 plus 5, we know it's 10. And there are no more places, so simply we can write 10 here. Answer is 100. And if you have any doubt regarding the previous equation, I'm going to do another one. 45. Double 45. Okay. double 45. So here double means 2 times 45. Okay, that means 45 plus 45. So we have the 5 in the ones place in both sides. We have to add these ones places together. 5 plus 5, we have 2-digit number. So there is a problem. So I'm going to write it downwards. 45 and 45 plus, and the answer is here. Okay. Now I'm adding the ones placed together at first. We know that this is ones place and tens place. Tens place. Okay. So here 5 plus 5, we have 10, but we can't write 10 here. So we are writing only the 0. We had 10 and I'm writing the 0, only 0 here, and I'm taking this 1 to the tens side. Now there is a 1. There is 1. So 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4, you have to add 5 plus 4, you will have 9. So the double 45 is equal to 90. Okay, very simple. It's 90. Okay, now let's move to our new lesson. Today we are starting the 10 times table. Before starting that one, we are going to write the tens table here together. First of all, we are going to start from 10 times 0. 10 times 0 is equal to what? 10 times means there are 10 sets with 0 objects. 0 objects means nothing at all. So the answer is nothing. 0. Then 10 times 1. That means 10 sets with only one object. So you can see this 1 is repeated 10 times. Okay, if you can imagine 10 cups with only one object, so there will be only 10 objects. Now 10 times 2. Okay, I'm going to do this with the objects. Today I have brought some buttons. Okay, now let's make 10 sets with only 2 objects. I have buttons here. 2 by 2, I'm going to make 10 sets. Okay. All right. Now you can see 10 sets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with 2 objects in each set. Now let's count how many are all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 10 times 2 is 20. Now we have counted from 0 to 2. Now it's time to count 3. 10 times 3. That means 10 sets with 3 objects in each part. Now I'm going to add another object to each set. Another button. You can see now 3 are there. Alright, now you can see 10 sets with 3 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you will have 10 times 3, it's 30. Now, the next number 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 times 4. Without counting the objects, I'm going to write the answer as 40. If you have any doubt, you can take the objects and make 10 sets with 4 objects and you will have 40. Did you see any pattern here? Yes, there is a pattern that you can see 10 by 2, 10 times 2, we have 20. 10 times 3, we have 30. 10 times 4, we have 40. So, 3, 30. 4, 40. For 2, it's 20. So, likewise, you will have, I'm going to write the last 3. 10 times 7, it's 70. 10 times 8, it's 80. And 10 times 9, it's 90. And finally, 10 times 10, you will have 100. Okay. Now, this is the 10 times table and this is the most easiest one in the multiplication. Okay, I hope now you have an idea and it is very easy, so you can do this alone. Shall we do these activities together? 10 times 0, it's 0. 10 times 1, that means 10 objects, 10. 10 times 2, we know that 2, 20. 10 times 3, 30. And 10 times 4, 40. 10 times 5, it's 50. 10 times 6, it's 60. 10 times 7, it's 70. 10 times 8, it's 80. 10 times 9, it's 90. 10 times 10, it's 100. Okay. Now, you can see the same thing but in different ways. Okay. Here you can see 10 times 4. 10 times 4, that means same as 10 times 4, and you can see 10 twos, that means 10 times 2. Okay, 10 twos. Okay, you can see clearly, and the rest you can do it alone. And the last part also, you need to match and color. Match this multiplication equations with the answers and you have to use the same color to the same things. Okay, as an example, I'm going to look at this 10 times 5. I know it's 50. So I need to color this and this one with the same color. Okay. How about 2 times 5? You know the answer because you have already memorized the 2 times table, and it should be 10. Okay, so you have to find out where else you can find the answer 10 and color the same color with the same color. Now let's move to this part. It's page number 11. In this part, before starting, I'm going to remind you that we have already learned that the order doesn't matter here in multiplication. That means 10 times 8 and 8 times 10 both are equal to each other. Okay, so I hope you can do this alone. I'm going to do several examples with you. 10 times 8, we know that it's 80. Okay, you can see the 2 helicopters here. They are same with the same answer, and since this is the same number set but the order is different, but it doesn't matter, so the answer is same, 80. Okay, so likewise 3 times 10 is also 10 times 3. You don't know 3 sets with 10 objects. You haven't done it, right? But you know 10 times 3 sets. That means 10 times 3, 10 times 3 objects. You know the answer, that is 30. Okay, likewise you can complete this part. Now, next one, join in order. So, what is the order here? We know that when we do the multiplication tables, we have an order. You can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the order of the table. Okay, and you can see the answers are ordered here according to the numbers. Okay, now they are asking us to order the numbers. So you know 10 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 10. 1 times 10 is the same thing, 10 times 1, and it is the order here. Next one, 0 after 0, it should be 1. After 1, it should be 2. We know 10 times 2 is 20. Where you can find 10 times 2? Can you find it? Yes, it's here. Now you have to draw the line after 1. Then you have 10 times 2 here. After 2, we have 3. 10 times 3, we know it's 30. Where we can find 30? Can you find any 30 or 10 times 3? Yes, here. 3 times 10. 3 times 10. And also 3 tenths. 3 tenths means 3 times 10. And this is the same thing, 10 times 3. So, after 2, there should be 3 according to the order. So, you need to draw the line here. And after that, 10 times 3, after that, we have to find 10 times 4. So, easily you can find next to 3, there is 4. That 4 times 10 means the same thing, 10 times 4. Draw the line here. Next one, after 4, we need to find 10 times 5. 10 times 5, 10 times 5, 50 here. Okay. Next one, now we were here in 10 times 5. Now there should be 10 times 6. After 5, it should be 6. And you can see 6 tenths means 6 times 10. That means the same thing, 10 times 6. So you can write the line here. No need to write these things. I'm writing these things for your help. Okay. So after that, after 6 we know it should be 7. 10 times 7 and then 10 times 8, 80. All right. Now the last activity for today, it's very easy. Look at the answer and think about this invisible number. It's 70. Then how much? 10 times what number? We have 70. We need to multiply 10 with this invisible number to get 70. Then I hope you get the answer as 7. 10 times 7, we have 70. Now I'm going to choose one randomly. This one, last one. 5 times what? We have this answer. We know that already. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 100. We can have these type of numbers from the 10 times table. So here should be 10. Okay, the rest you can do it alone. Next one, you can see, I'm going to do this one. This number times 1, we have 10. That means this number of sets with one object have 10. These are the number of cups. These are the number of objects that are in the cups. Then we have 10. That means we have 10 ones. 10 ones. Okay, the rest you can do it alone. And this part is also very easy. You can write here, we know that 40, we have 40 from the 10 times table. 10 times 4. You can write either 4 times 10 or 10 times 4. Okay, anything, any number you can write here. I think this one is also very easy. In this part, it is not difficult. You can do it alone. Okay, now let's move to the checkup book. Before move on to the checkup book, I want to remind you one thing from the previous lessons, that 1 times and 0 times. Okay, 1 times and 0 times. I hope that you can remember the 0 times that we talked about this. If the multiplication equation has a 0, then the answer is always be a 0. Okay, it's like this. 5 times 0, 0. 0 times 2, 0. So, if any number is with a 0, the answer is always a 0. Now, same like that, if you pay your attention to 1 times equations, that means 1 times 9, you will have the answer 9. 1 times 5, you will have 5. Same like that, when I change the order, let's take another number. 8 times 1, you will have 8. 10 times 1, you will have 10. Do you see a pattern here? When we multiply a number with 1, we have the same number again as the answer. Okay, if we multiply any number with 1, okay, we have the same number as the answer. Okay, you have to keep these things on your mind. Take this book to your hand. Turn to page number 18. Page number 18. This is a homework, and this part is from the previous lessons, and they are very easy, and you have to do up to here. Okay, so you may use cubes in these equations. Use cubes means the object that you have collected for this lesson. So you have to ask your parents to help for you, to give a help for you, and you can do this each and every activity using the objects that you have. Okay, let me do one or two examples for you from this part. I'm going to do one example from this activity. 5 times 4. Okay, 5 times 4. 5 times 4 means I'm just reminding you the activities that we have done previously. 5 times 5 means 5 represented here as sets, and these are the number of objects in each set. So there should be 5 sets with 4 objects. Okay, 5 sets with 4 objects. 5 sets with 4 objects. We have 3 sets. We have 2 more. Okay, we have only 4 sets. Now I'm going to make the last one here. Okay, now we have 4 objects in each set, and how many sets? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simply count the number of objects or add 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. This one is here. Okay, so you can simply add 4 5 times or count the number of objects here. So you will have the answer as 20. Okay, and as a second example, I'm going to do from the last part. Here that they are telling us 2 times 6 is equal to this part. This is very easy. That means when we change the order, we have the same answer. That means 6 times 2. Okay, these are very simple equations, and you need to complete this part. And I'm going to request from all of you that you can't do any other activities without asking from your teacher. Okay, you can't do any other activities. If I ask you to do any activity, you can do it. Apart from that, you can't do any other activities from the other pages. Okay, for maths, this is it for today, and you have to complete page number 11 in the multiplication book, and you have to complete this page from the checkup book, page number 18. These are the homework for today. So hope to see you tomorrow with another new lesson from multiplication. Thank you all.